This game sucks. End of review. Good night. Oh, you wanted more? Fine.
Greetings, folks. Today's video subject matter involves a game that I had done a previous review on back in Canada Day of 2012. The game in question was Canada Hunt for PC Windows. It was on a CD-ROM, and it was pretty bad. I did mention, of course, that there was a Nintendo Wii version of the game, and sure enough, here it is, Canada Hunt for Nintendo Wii, still in its shrink wrap, and as you can probably tell, this was a retail value price of $14.99. The PC CD-ROM version that I had picked up a few months back only cost $2. Now, some of you are thinking, knowing how bad that game was, why would I buy this for $14.99? Well, that's the thing. I had someone else pay $14.99 for it, and they give it to me for about $2. I don't know. Maybe the fact that this is on a home video game console and not some Windows shovelware. Maybe this version might be a bit better. Somehow I kind of doubt it, but, you know, let's venture forth, shall we? So we're going to open this up, and open this up rather poorly. So yes, now let's get a good look at that cover, huh? Canada Hunt, which includes bonus elk and turkey hunts, which, by the way, the game features white deer in Saskatchewan, elk in the Colorado Rockies, and Savannah River Basin turkeys, which means that only 1/3 of the hunts in this game is based in Canada. The rest are all in the United States, which, again, is a bit of a lie in regards to the title. Copyright date of 2010, 2009. Yeah. So we're going to look into this real quickly, and one update over the PC version. We have a, well, it's be a stretch to call it a full color manual. It's only the cover that's in color, the rest of it's in monochrome black and white, but there are pictures, and it is made of, you know, it's a typical Wii instruction manual, whereas the PC version, it was a simple photocopied, Xeroxed paper instruction manuals, as in paper that you would get, you know, from those 500 bundles of stock bond paper. Not very exciting. And here's the Wii disc itself, which I predict will serve as a coffee coaster, much like the PC version did. And yeah, so in any case, I guess I'm gonna have to play this thing, aren't I? So let's sit back, relax, and check out Canada Hunt for the Nintendo Wii and see if this is any better. I kind of doubt it.
So yeah, this is Canada Hunt for Nintendo Wii, where you can either hunt Saskatchewan white deer, Colorado elk, or Carolina turkey. Oh yeah, 2/3 that definitely screams Canada. Okay, let me just get the positives out of the way, what few there are. This game generally feels a bit faster than the PC version. Mind you, the PC version was tested on a home computer from 2006 and is nowhere near top of the line even for the time, but still exceeded the meager system requirements that the game demanded. And it still felt sluggish. Canada Hunt on the Wii is slightly faster, but only slightly. Number 2, the Wii motion controls feel somewhat intuitive and are much better than the bewildering keyboard setup of the PC version. Aiming is somewhat better with the Wii pointer than it with the mouse, although the button mapping is somewhat cumbersome. To shoot, you press the Z button on the nunchuck rather than A or B on the Wii remote, which would have been a better choice for a firing button. The nunchuck only moves you forwards and backwards, with the aiming being used to look around and change directions. Other than that, it's still pretty simple to move around and look around at least. And finally, the third and last positive point about Canada Hunt for the Wii, it leaves your computer free to do other things, such as illegally downloading internet porno. Unfortunately, that's about does it for Canada Hunt's positives. The rest of the game is pretty much the same as the $2 PC version. I could pretty much just recopy that review and place it here, but I'll sum it up really quickly. Canada Hunt boasts 3 different modes of play. The sim mode where you're moving like a sloth, the challenge mode with a faster moving hunter and time limit to shoot all the animals, and the practice mode which is a glorified shooting gallery. There's 3 different types of game to hunt, which results in different maps for you to traverse. In any case, it's all the same thing. You roam around the large arena, admiring the nature ambiance and the poorly rendered textures that's supposed to depict the great outdoors. There's a third-person view if you want to see the stiffest walking animation ever depicted in digital format. You're still pretty much limited to walking forwards, backwards, and turning, no crouching, jumping, or sprints. You know, it amazes me that people actually got paid to program this piece of shit. It's boring as hell. I'm actually falling asleep by playing this thing. Again. Like the PC version, the Wii version of Canada Hunt sports bland visuals with crummy-looking textures, stiff-moving animals that look like they were rendered on a Commodore Amiga. The 3 environments you hunt in all look the same, random trees and ugly textures being scattered about. The sounds of nature seems to be the only thing that the game gets right for whatever that's worth. There's practically no music save for the menu, and that's about it, really. So if you've seen my review for the PC version of Canada Hunt, I'm pretty sure you already know my thoughts on this game overall. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and see that. I go into more detail, but really, even though the Wii Remote is a somewhat better control input for the game, it hasn't been implemented properly in my opinion, and killing that advantage pretty much leaves you with what is laughingly called a budget hunting game that's as bland as goose shit. This barely scratches the surface as a budget title. This gives budget titles a bad name. And there are a bunch of hunting games at the budget level for the Nintendo Wii, and without playing any of those, I can honestly tell you that any of those would be much better hunting titles than this thing. So, get one of those instead. Don't bother with Canada Hunt, not even for a drink coaster, because it's not that great of a coaster.